We have seen in this tournament, the first game always was difficult for the batsman. It was low scoring, those first two. Very good hitters who can win big runs in the last 4-5 overs. So if we keep wickets in hand, we can put up a decent total.
Mohammedullah, coming back to you, and have you made any changes?
Yes, we've got one change. Murad Hussain making his DPL debut, and Ibadah not playing.
All right, and you, Shakib?
We got 4 changes. Chris Gayle is playing. That's one of them. Shohan is back. That's 2. We got another fast bowler and Taijul.
All right, thanks for talking to us, and all the very best.
Thanks.
So in the middle is that Mahmudullah Riyad has won the toss and expected.
We talked about the 4 changes. Chris Gayle, Roland Johan, Taijul Islam and Shafiqul Islam coming in, and Hasan Murad for Minister Dhaka is the only change in that team. One of the players just coming into the field. They'll be looking forward to a rollicking start, and here we go. Shakib Al Hasan and Riyad, 2 skippers. Down on this lovely ground, the Sheribanga National Stadium, waiting for this all-important fixture of the Bangabandhu BPL. This is the 8th edition. Still a little hazy. The lights are just coming on now, despite some forecast of light rain. Hope that it keeps away.
It's all set for match day 3. It's the 5th match of Bangabandhu BPL presented by BBS Cable. But Walton, and it's going to be Fortune Boishal versus Minister Dhaka. Minister Dhaka, Mahmudullah Riyad winning the toss to field first. Shaukat Ali got some runs in the first match. Featured in the first match, and 39 of 35. Abdul Hassan Shanto is there, yet to get going with the bat. Definitely has a fair share of experience, 83 matches, 1,600 plus runs, and that strike rate of 127. So they would definitely want to start. Chris Gayle is there in the lineup, not only the batting, but this guy is on rhythm, actually. Ruben Hussain.
It's very impressive. And the last time we saw him here in the game, making the ball move away. He can replicate that. Going down, countdown into the start. And let's play safe with Biffle. Sanjay Ahmed is asking the players to start again. Really latched on well by the batter. Half an opportunity there.
Got pulled on the cards. Ruben Hussain, first delivery to Shaukat Ali. Just that bit back of a length, moving away from the right-handed batsman. Looking to hit it on the offside, and was very, very close. Did it? Oh, it can.
Going in the right direction on his follow through, but I don't think it got him on the power. And put some chitters into the batter, but he'll consider himself very fortunate. Rather a loose shot, very first ball. It's not really through with the shot. Back, and the ball is gone a little too early, and fortunate to be still there, Shaukat Ali.
All happening. Confusion in the middle about taking a run. Starting off with the accounts, but not going away.
He changed deep mid-wicket goes to the boundary that he finally comes within the 30-yard circle. That's good ball. Make the ball move around in the previous game the other way. Swing it the other way. This time a little dipper. Ruben Hussain bowling from the Bolton end. Got a slip in. again. This time he's got a hold of it. Not really timing it to a nicety, but ensuring that he opens his account with that.
Rubel Hussain found his rhythm in the second match. Tanveer Ahmed on with the proceedings, on fire on field. And alongside him is Masur Rahman Kul. Plenty of experience between these two umpires as well. Going back to Rubel Hussain has found the rhythm in the second match where he got a sweeper for 26 runs just.
National Hussain Shanto will be carefully watching the ball. Didn't really get amongst the runs, but Rubel Hussain is falling into a nice rhythm. Seems to be doing what he wants to do, mix of pitch deliveries and also a couple of short ones which have not really made the batsman very comfortable. After the first over, 2 without loss.
নতুন যুগের দূষণ ফোটানো যায় না, তাই পিওরি এমন গল্প দিতে কাটাও সেরা 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ ডিজাইন কাছে আসার গল্প।
Shakib Al Hasan is leading Fortune Borishal and Chris Gale is in. There are 4 changes in that side, as you heard earlier. Minister Dhaka just coming with Hassan Murad, but only in their team. Shubhagat Chaudhary around, deviating down the leg side. Allows the batsman just helps himself to a single. Now he does open his account.
Both the openers off the mark, one each. Seen spinners opening the bowling the first 2 days. Shubhagat home. Bowling from the BBS cables end, 43 wickets. Plenty of domestic experience for Shubhagat home.
Was not afraid to get the ball from air, just enticing the batsman early. Shulkar is a batsman who is prepared to take on the bowlers. So I think they've read his mindset well. Content to block that one. A good delivery.
He has scored 35 for 39 against Stockton Challengers in the very first match. Shaukat Ali.
There he goes. He's not going to hang about very long. That's a long one. So the bowler has succeeded with a maximum.
At the home, not afraid to give the ball some air. Neither is Shaukat Ali going to pitch the ball, making it into a half volley and hitting it straight as an arrow. A big 6.
A lot of height on that one. Almost hit the top of the side. Which is pretty high here. Gets himself a 6 ropes. Good to see. Shaukat Ali. Almost hit the top of the tight screen, which is pretty high here. Attempt to just flick it away outside. This is good cricket. After the big shot, he just gets himself a single, gets the strike back to his partner.
Yeah, balanced approach. Good to see from Shaukat Ali. There's fortune where he shall tag out.
One ball to finish over after 2 innings without loss.
যে কোনো ক্ষতিকর জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা পেতে ব্যবহার করুন ডিসইনফেক্টেন্ট টয়লেট শেষে লাইফবয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন সুরক্ষায় দরজে দেওয়া টয়লেট সম্পর্কে 800 গ্লাস পর্যন্ত তাই ব্যবহার করে জলের
Back. Fortune Borisha have got off to a sedate start, but there was that huge over boundary in the previous over when we could station by Ruben Hussain. Sean, and he's got hold of it. And that was a gift, and he's not going to miss out on that. Straight to the boundary. There was an opportunity for Ruben Hussain to take this wicket. Shaukat Ali, but this time on his stalled onto the road. Shaukat Ali moving away from the right-handed batsman, going to hit it up the offside, and very close. It is. Oh, he carried on his left hand. Yeah, it did. He's just going in the right direction on his follow through, but I don't think it's got him on the palm. And put some jitters into the batter, but he'll consider himself very fortunate. Rather a loose shot, very first ball. Not really true with the shot. You can see the ball short, rushed away and trying to drag it. In the process, got a little too early, and fortunately it's still there. Shaukat Ali. It's all happening. Confusion in the middle, ball taking a run. Starting off with the account, but not going away. Reaching deep, the wicket goes to the boundary that he finally comes within the 30-yard circle. Let the ball move around in the previous game the other way, swing it the other way, this time a little dipper. Hussain bowling from the Walton end. Got a slip in. Short again, and this time he's got a hold of it. Not really timing it to a nicety, but ensuring that he opens his account with that.
Ruben Hussain found his rhythm in the second match. Tanveer Ahmed on with the proceedings, the umpire on field. And alongside him is Masur Rahman Mukul. Plenty of experience between these two umpires as well. Going back to Rubel Hussain has found the rhythm in the second match where he got a sweeper for 26 runs just.
Najmul Hussain Shams will be carefully watching the ball. Didn't really get amongst the runs, but Rubel Hussain is falling into a nice rhythm. Seems to be doing what he wants to do, mix of pitch deliveries and also a couple of short ones which have not really made the batsman very comfortable. Taking it away off his hips. Gets him off the mark. Now that's a leg by actually. After the first over, 2 without loss.
নতুন যুগের দূষণ ফোটানো যায় না তাই পিওরি এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও সে 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ ডিজাইন কাছে আসার গল্প
Shakib Al Hasan is leading Fortune Barishal and Chris Gale is in. There are 4 changes in that side, as you heard earlier. Minister Dhaka just coming with Hassan Murad, the only change in their team. Shobhagat Home Chaudhary around, Mohan leading down the leg side, allows the batsman just helps himself to a single. Now he does open his account.
Both the openers off the mark, one each. Seen spinners opening the bowling in the first 2 days. Shobhagat Home bowling from the BBS Cables end, 43 wickets. Plenty of domestic experience for Shobhagat Home.
Was not afraid to give the ball some air, just enticing the batsman early. Shoghat is a batsman who is prepared to take on the bowlers. So I think they've read his mindset well. Content to block that one. A good delivery.
He has scored 35 ball 39 against Stockton Challengers in the very first match. Shaukat Ali.
There he goes. He's not going to hang about very long. That's a long one. Boy, oh boy, what a strike. He's looking to take the attack to the bowler and he's succeeded with the maximum.
Yeah, takes the charge. Dancing down the hit. Well, you've mentioned Shobhagat Home, not afraid to give the ball some air. Neither is Shoaib Adani going to the pitch of the ball, making it into a half volley and hitting it straight as an arrow. A big 6.
And a lot of height on that one. Almost hit the top of the side screen, which is pretty high here. Content to just flick it away on the onside. This is good cricket. After the big shot, he just gets himself a single, gets the strike back to his partner.
Yeah, balanced approach. Good to see from Shaukat Ali. There's Fortune Barishal dugout.
That ball to finish the over after 2 extends without runs.
যে কোনো ক্ষতিকর জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা পেতে ব্যবহার করুন সেভেন ডিসইনফেক্টেন্ট স্প্রে। টয়লেট শেষে লাইফবয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন সুরক্ষায় 10-10।
প্রমিস টয়লেট রাখতে 100 প্লাস পর্যন্ত, তাই ব্যবহার করুন প্রমিস স্প্রে।
invited to bat. So Fortune Borishal have got off to a sedate start, but there was that huge over boundary in the previous over. It's going to be a continuation by Ruben Hussain. Short, and he's got a hold of it. And that was a gift, and he's not going to miss out on that. Straight to the boundary.
There was an opportunity for Ruben Hussain to take this wicket off Shaukat Ali, but this time rubbing salt onto the wound. Shaukat Ali, back of lane delivery, and converting all the way to the back foot. Nicely hit, up over the fielders, right of the wicket for a nice boundary.
Ruben Hussain will have to think about his strategies. Short pitch deliveries are not going to work, it seems. Pitch it up, that's better. Pitch it up, try and make the ball move around in the air, get a little bit of swing, and if not in his swing, at least get seen to do something off the wicket.
Good variation from Ruben Hussain. Nice comeback with a slower one, making the batsman think.
So he's learned from that first delivery that he bowled short. Coming back, and you're talking about that one he tried to slow down. Deliberate effort is there, and off cutter, and it works. It just did not arrive. So the good thinking on the part of Ruben Hussain, and also the bounce you'd expect from that kind of a length was not quite there. Very well. It's a quicker one.
Again, change of pace from Ruben Hussain. Back-to-back slower deliveries, and then coming back with a fair share of pace.
Makes room, tries to find that gap in the covers, but finds the fielder instead. So after the first loose delivery, which went for a boundary, Ruben Hussain has done well to come back here.
A very good comeback. Started off with the boundary, just 5 off this over. Off the 5 deliveries. Men in pink. Dhaka boys, capital, Mr. Dhaka, looking for their maiden win in this edition of BPL.
Oh, that's going to be wide. It's going to rebound that. Just losing it. Maybe trying to put some extra, put a shoulder into that in the versus losing the line. Losing the line.
Lots of complete around the Mirpur Sherwala National Cricket Stadium. Short overview of the area, and this area erupts whenever Bangladesh is playing and winning a match in the stadium. On the pads will be a dot ball, and the over after the third. Borishal are 16 for no loss. নতুন যুগের দূষণ ফোটানো যায় না, তাই পিওরি এমন গল্প মুখে বানাও, সেরা যে গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ দ্বিধায় কাছে আসার গল্প।
After 3 going at 5.33 run rate. It's a big start, but they're going steady because they don't want to lose early wickets in short. They have wickets in hand.
Hey, Shanku baby.
This one was well short of the fielder there.
Yeah, just it was dropped. The second one, Shakipalli, very lucky.
Yeah, I thought initially that it had fallen in front, but it seems that went through the shot, in the air, and been taken. Having a chance. Oh, yeah. Probably his quick singles going back to the cap. Probably slower than his expectations. Is a very good fielder coming foul. In the team, and of course the overseas components under Alexander Rodana have really been able to assert themselves, and they'll be looking forward to coming back into form today. Eddie Rainsford was down by a short while earlier with the pitch report.
It's time for match number 5, and before we get into this encounter, let's have a look at the conditions. Firstly, I just feel the clouds have started to break. We haven't seen much sun in the last few days, and with the sun coming out, that's going to help to a good degree. I'll come back to that sun in a short while. Just over to the west end of the ground, that is the shortest boundary today, 68 meters, and towards the scoreboard, which will be the east of the ground, is the longest at 70 meters. Now, this surface, this run was scored in that particular encounter. 125, played 126 in the first inning, 183, played 186 in the second game. So, what do we see today? I see really the curator has done a fantastic job with the day off as well. He's had an opportunity to roll this pitch, get it nice and hard and prepared. As I mentioned, that sun has come out today, so I'm having a closer look at this. A few cracks here and there, but what I really like about this pitch is just that greenness there. That is live grass. That'll tell me that it will hold together nicely. Spinners have had their say. Seamers have also had their say. In the day games, perhaps the batters haven't come to their, or into their own comfort zone and been able to express themselves. I think this is a good one, and I think there's a lot runs in it. 620 in both games in the first day, average of 155. For me, pass call, day game 160.
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how many they do eventually manage to get Shakib Al Hasan. The big man is not really being his usual self. Looking forward to him performing to his optimum. Nice warm-up shot. Pleasant afternoon here, and a big universal boss is here. Chris Gale, universal boss, and he will be hoping that he can get himself into motion and give that entertainment that he always promises. Look at the field warming up. lovely ground. Have a look at the point table. Burshal have got a couple, and the Dhaka yet to open their account, so they'll be looking forward to that. Another card was downstairs with the two captains in the match referee for the top.
It's the third day and the fifth match of the Bangabandhu BPL 2022. I've got match referee Shabar Ahmed. Right next to him is Mahmudullah Riyad, Minister Dhaka captain, and next to him is Shakib Al Hasan, the Fortune Borishal captain. Match referee will spin the coin. Head. Head is the call. We're going to bowl first. I heard that. You're going to bowl first. That has been a story for the skipper winning toss and bowling first. Important for you to get the points on the table. You have to work really hard to do that.
Definitely. Definitely, I think it's a very important game for us, as we didn't do well in the first two games. Very crucial game for us. We'd like to take this opportunity, try to use this condition because we're bowling first, and try to restrict them as low as we can.
And who are the bowlers will you be looking up to do well in these conditions?
I think our bowling depth is quite good. Shubhagato is there, Arafat Sani, Murad Hussain, young talent, making his debut today in place of Ibadat. Rubel is bowling really well, so hopefully Breras is there, Udana is there. So I think probably we've got a good combination of fast bowling on 20%, but we need to fight hard to go.
Shakib, happy to batsman?
Yes, not so disappointed because I think the wicket is a little harder than the one we played on the past game, so I was a little confused, so happy to bat first.
Yes, the team scored managed to chase those not a very big total, and so it is important that the batters get in and get settled to score on there.
Yes, as far as we have seen in this tournament, the first game always was difficult for the batsmen. It was low scoring those past 2 days. So we have it in our mind. Yeah, but as you said, we need to make sure that we bat this. We've got some very good hitters who can put big runs in the last 4-5 overs. So if we get in hand, we can put up a decent total.
Mahmudullah, coming back to you, and have you made any changes?
Yes, we got one change. Murad Hussain making his debut debut. Ibadat next game.
All right, and you, Shakib? We got 4 changes. Chris Gayle is playing. That's one I left. Sohan is back. That's 2. We got another fast bowler and Taigul.
All right, thanks for calling. You are in all the way there.
Thank you.
Right, the news from the middle is that Mahmudullah Riyad has won the toss and as expected, needs to go first.
Have a look at the confirmation of the two teams we talked about. The opening with Chris Gayle, Roland Sohan, Taijul Islam, and Shafiqul Islam coming in, and Hassan Murad for Minister Dhaka. That's the only change in that team.
Hello. Hello.
Coming into the field, they'll be looking forward to a rollicking start, and here we go. Shakib Al Hasan and Mahmudullah Riyad, two skippers. Look down on this lovely ground, the Sherabanga National Stadium, waiting for this all-important fixture of the Bangabandhu BPL. The 8th edition. Still a little hazy. The lights are just coming on now, despite the fact there was a bit of sun earlier on. Some forecast of light rain, hope that it keeps away.
It's all set for match day 3. It's the 5th match of Bangabandhu BPL presented by BBS Cable, powered by Walton, and it's going to be Fortune Borishal versus Minister.
Just a touch
Yeah.
for the fielder to make his ground. Short one, connected as he expected. Have a look at the highlights of the first one was a difficult chance of the bowling of Ruel, but shimmy down the wicket to go all the way. Again, a straightforward chance grasped by Hull. Now they picked up their first wicket in that fashion. Backline in touch short. And they managed to pick up 3 wickets in power play. second to go was Shaukat Ali of the bowling Murad is playing as the first match. And then the third, Redoi, next before wicket. To look for a win, Dhaka. It's a slow one. Oh, I was close.
Picked the lead at Saqib Al Hasan, and just for a moment there was in the air, on his mouth, where's this going to land? Dre Russ, change ups, sees the width, sees the length. Just here, heart in the mouth, nearly an opportunity for Dre Russ.
Quick run taken. Shy, the non-strikers, they all know that among the very quick runner in between the wickets.
Yeah, well, they just gave him a run to square, backward point. Should be cutting it off, should be looking to try and cut that single. Mirpur, the sun is out. Had a few gloomy days as just right of you see pan into this wonderful venue.
8 in that over. After 8, it's 36 for 3.
চুল সামলাবো শাইনপুর সানসিল্ক ব্ল্যাক শাইন 5টি ন্যাচারাল অয়েল যা গরম ও কিংবা ঘাম এটি তোমার চুলে দেয় 24 ঘন্টা পর্যন্ত শাইন চুল সামলাবো তা করবো
নতুন সুপার হোয়াইট এখন 1000 গ্রাম প্যাক কিনলে একটু ডিটারজেন্ট কি খাবার হাজি 30 মিনিটে ফুড প্যান্ডা
36 for 3 after the end of the 8th over. In the middle, Christopher Henry Gale with him a shot. If you believe it, this is the very first time that Christopher Henry Gale has batted at number 5 India. And he has to make the most of it. Already 3 down his side. And he started slowly. He's taking a little bit time. Fine. Don't need to be in any hurry. They've still got a lot of overs left. Comes down the wicket. Good piece of bowling. Just tramping him for room and targeting the legs.
And just looking for that length to freeze on to scale. Not along the feet as he once was. Age of 42. He's been around a long time, played for 36 different teams. Not T20 sides, but 36 sides. Traveled the world, and his numbers have been absolutely wonderful, and he keeps going at the tender age of 42. In Jamaica, they would say young man orange juice.
And this is only the second time that KK have batted together in BPL. Previous time they made 62 between them. So they've been eyeing up to build up a good partnership here. So the form has been excellent. He's just given 19 in his full court of 4 overs. One more shot, 39 for 3.
পেয়েছিস ম্যামকে জিজ্ঞেস করবো কি জিজ্ঞেস করবে আপনার উজ্জ্বলতার ক্রিম আমার উজ্জ্বলতার রহস্য নতুন লাক্স জেসমিন আর ভিটামিন ই সহ নতুন লাক্স যা দেয় মুখমুখে উজ্জ্বলতা কাউকে বলো না আমার উজ্জ্বলতার নতুন লাক্স ব্যালেন্স রিচার্জ করতে দোকানে যেতে হবে কেন রিচার্জের দোকান তো এখন মোবাইলে যখন যেখানে খুশি মাইজিপি অ্যাপ থেকে রিচার্জ করা যায় খুব সহজেই 7 টাকাও পাওয়া যায়
কাঁচা আমের সাথে ফুড গ্যারান্টি
ঠান্ডা বা গরম খাবার খেতে আমরা শিরশির অনুভূতির কারণে। শিরশির অনুভূতি হয় সেন্সিটিভিটি থেকে। এটি দূর করতে পারেন সেন্সিটিভ সাহায্যে। সাধারণ টুথপেস্টের তুলনায় এতে আছে 2 গুণ অ্যাক্টিভ উপাদান, যা শিরশির অনুভূতি থেকে মাত্র 30 সেকেন্ডে। সেন্সিটিভ এক্সপার্ট বাই পেপসোডেন্ট।
স্যার একদম ক্লিয়ার। সেরা আর বিশ্ব সেরার মধ্যে অনেক তফাৎ।
বাংলাদেশ অনেক আগায় গেছে। GPH কোয়ান্টাম।
যদি তুমি
প্রতিদিন ভালো অভ্যাস করে তোলার মানে জীবনকে দেয়া একটু বেশি কিছু। আর এই ভালো অভ্যাসগুলোর একটি হোক প্রতিদিনের তালিকায় বসুন্ধরা আটা ময়দা সুজি। কারণ এই লো ক্যালোরি আর লো কার্ব আপনাকে রাখবে হালকা, পেয়ে রোগ প্রতিরোধ ক্ষমতা। বসুন্ধরা আটা ময়দা সুজি, প্রতিদিনের শুদ্ধতায়, প্রতিদিনের সুস্থতায়। অরেঞ্জ ক্রিম, মিল্ক ক্রিম।
হ্যাট্রিক বিস্কুটে আছে টেস্টি অরেঞ্জ আর ইয়াহিমের ডিলিশিয়াস কম্বিনেশন। হ্যাট্রিক বিস্কিট, এক বাইটে ডাবল মজা।
ওয়াও, পার্লারে গিয়েছিলি? না তো তাহলে এত গ্লো কিভাবে? গ্লোয়ে শুধু গ্লো লাভলি। এটা কমায় ডার্ক স্পট, ডার্ক সার্কেলস আর বিনতা। গ্লোয়ের জন্য সবকিছু এক ক্রিমে। গ্লো এন্ড লাভলির মাল্টিভিটামিন ত্বকের গভীরে প্রবেশ আর স্পট, ডার্ক সার্কেলস ও রোদের মলিনতা কমিয়ে দেয় এইচডি গ্লো। গ্লোয়ের জন্য সবকিছু এক।
কাঁচা আমের সাথে ফুড গ্যারান্টি। নতুন এখন 1000 গ্রাম প্যাক কিনলে একটি ডিটারজেন্ট জার ফ্রি।
বাচ্চাদের টিফিনে যাই দিই সুজি স্যার।
যেটা খাবে আবার ভালো বলবে। ফ্রুট সঙ্গে কথা বলছি বাংলাদেশে সারা পরিশ্রম আর বলবি।
Dettol John, 3 time out in. Let's play safe with Dettol. But then just rolled through one. Really good effort, and just pull it back. That was a top shot. Very cute, followed. Borishal struggling at 39 for 3 after the end of the 9th over, changing from the PBS cable end. Isuru Udana is in the attack. Full toss. They have protection in the single stage and now been 12 deliveries since the last boundary. Watch Burishapur changes. Watching Chris Gayle from Chauhan, Naeem Islam and Shafiqul Islam. Ismail Shakur, Salman Hussain, Sheikh of Lindon and Naeem Hassan. A lot will depend on Kaka bowlers do really good in these conditions at the moment. Again a slow delivery. Leg wide. Did he get a bit of a back?
Yeah, I have to agree with you. This is where the runs have come from. The enigma that is this Gayle. The all-rounder that Sakiba heading a 3 captain. So all the runs, or a majority of them, have to come from these two to try and take the game as deep as possible. Skates on, but they do pick up the single.
They still have batting to come. Bringing in Nohan, who's pretty good with the bat. He's expected to come next. Hitting some big shots, but this pair is so very crucial for Fortune Borishal. Good. Has put away. He finds the gap. Gone the distance. It's a cracking shot from Shakib.
Yeah, Fortune. Lots of change. Mr. Rudana. This time he's gone with the seam up delivery, and it's over the leg side. The efficiency up to 95% with smart cricket. He has the center on the top of his bat, does Saqib Al Hasan. Just to create balance to what you're saying, you just don't want to lose. When you lose a wicket, it becomes 21 for 1, becomes 23 for 2, becomes 23 for 3. So it just shows, and we saw that the other day. Wickets were lost for not very many. Bat speed of 61 kilometers, shot efficiency of 95.
Yeah, they took 18.4 overs to chase that total 25 when they played that match against Chattogram Challengers. So they did struggle with the bat. But at the moment, this partnership is worth at 25-27 now. Akib is going at a strike rate of 130, 16 of 12. That partnership. But a lot will depend on Chris Gayle comes out of this inning. He's now faced 15 and has already got runs of 15 deliveries. And now he will take another single. So after the end of the 10th over, Fortune Borishal are 49. To be done, wicket.
সম্মানিত যাত্রী বিপজ্জনক জানেন না উনি কে? যদি কোনো সহৃদয় ব্যক্তি ওনার পরিচয় জানেন তাহলে কাউন্টারে যোগাযোগ করুন।
রূপমন তাজের সতেজ চায়ের দানায় আছে প্রাকৃতিক ফিরানির যা মনকে করে তোলে কাঁচা আমের স্বাদে ফুড গ্যারান্টি।
ব্যালেন্স রিচার্জ জানেন না উনি কে? যদি কোনো সহৃদয় ব্যক্তি ওনার পরিচয় জানেন তাহলে কাউন্টারে যোগাযোগ করুন। জানেন না উনি কে? যদি কোনো সহৃদয় ব্যক্তি ওনার পরিচয় জানেন তাহলে কাউন্টারে যোগাযোগ করুন।
রূপমন তাজের সতেজ চায়ের দানায় আছে প্রাকৃতিক ফিরানির যা মনকে করে তোলে কাঁচা আমের স্বাদে ফুড গ্যারান্টি।
ব্যালেন্স রিচার্জ
And the next one on the list is Imran Khan, 74. He's on strike. Takes it away for a single. What a good over. Really good over from Trey Russ. Picked up the wicket off a tourist radar.
You know, this is the time he's got to explore double team. Well, he goes big time, really standing his ground and try to drag a ball from outside the off stump. Beaten Nolan, hands in the head for the skipper, Mahmoud Riyad.
Good thinking because just flighting the ball away from him. Everybody knows that he doesn't make much effort to reach the ball. End of 11 is 60 for 3.
কি আরাম পেয়ে we don't judge একটা খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে ফুড প্যান্ডা
টয়লেট শেষে লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন সুরক্ষায় 10-এ 10
ডমিক্স টয়লেট রাখে ফ্রেশ 100 ফ্ল্যাশ পর্যন্ত তাই ব্যবহার করুন ডমিক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড
Well, interesting, 2 big overs then from the 10th, 11 from the 11th. So that's headed in the right direction.
Shakib Al Hasan's strike rate is just creeping up now. So he's, well said, he's faced 18 deliveries already.
Oh, gets a bit of an edge. Just the ball rising up. He did not reckon that that ball would rear up. Got a feather touch and no mistake behind the wicket. A huge breakthrough here.
And huge grin from Rubal Hasan. He's enjoyed getting his former captain out. That was the effort ball from Rubal. He keeps on doing that once in a while. Just bends his back. And what a nice, caring, and a loose shot by Shakib Al Hasan at this point. Very disappointed with himself.
Well, he has to go for 23 and it's 64. Partnership of 37 has been broken. The crucial wicket of skipper Nur Hasan Khan comes into the first time in this Bangladesh PL. Very good wicket of Shakib Al Hasan.
It was a decent partnership, 35 or 37 deliveries. Just was blossoming. Saw a couple of big shots. Good catch taken by Mohammad Shahzad. A bit of pressure in the middle order now. They've got the batsmen. They've got Ziaur Rahman. They've got Wayne Bravo. But you've got to give them a platform to reach a stage where they can explode.
Unfortunately, the platform has not been given their 5.37, the current run rate. But the thing is, just like to see the reaction of Shahzad when he took that catch. Normally very animated.
Please, our channel is subscribe করুন.
Nicely behind there. Can't get it past the fielders.
It's a good wicket. The sun is out. It is dry out. Whatever juice there was. So it was a good toss to win today.
Just talking about the reaction of the keeper. See hardly anything from him. He takes the catch casually, doesn't even appeal. Normally he's such an animated person, jumps all over the place. Not that on that occasion.
But he thought it was a given. There was a loud nick. And all of the field was good enough. He doesn't waste his energies. But the pitch is going to get better. So Shakib Al Hasan said during the toss that he was not pretty sure what to do, so he was happy to bat first. It was there was an overnight rain last night also. Those must have. Things a bit. And we have not
too much of swing and seat. But Gurula's also keeps on making those of release. So it just gives that opportunity, that little bit of an advantage. So much across that occasion, the second time, but it just gives that feel to the bowler that you can correct yourself.
But sometimes it's just a trigger moment. If that's the trigger moment and he always does that, then it's not an advantage. If he's doing that on a particular delivery or to against a particular bowler, then you can make an adjustment. But yeah, you're right. Once you are backing it across, the bowler can have the chip up and still not go for runs. 61 for 4 after 12.
শুরুটাই যদি ভুলভাবে হয় তাহলে কি আর শুরু হবে কোনো লং লাস্টিং স্টোরি? কুল বডি স্প্রে, 4টি লং লাস্টিং ফ্রেগ্রেন্সে। ভুল করো না, কুল করো।
নতুন যুগের দূষণ ফোটালেও যায় না, তাই পিওরিট।
এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও, সেরা 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ ডিনাইন কাছে আসার গল্প।
Well, despite a huge over boundary, Chris Gayle has been tied down reasonably by the bowlers. Not been allowed to come out of his shell, not been allowed to go to the free-flowing movements that we're used to him seeing with the bat. And all credit to the bowlers for keeping a disciplined line and length consistently going and not allowing the batsman go at a steady rate of knots. The run rate now 5.08. Mahmudullah, now this time, he goes big time, but there's a fielder coming underneath that one, and he's taken it. He's judged it to a nicety. He tried to tongue it over the top, just backing away very close to that boundary line, but he has taken a very excellent, well-judged catch.
Well, centralizingly there, he thought just muscled it over, but what a well-judged catch there. Well-flighted delivery again. And this has been the point. Zahoor Islam has taken a fantastic catch. Look at that. He had plenty of time to just gauge how far it was going, just balanced himself nicely, and then completed the job. So another wicket goes down. Big trouble for Barishal. 61 for 5 now.
Wickets keep falling at regular intervals. Bravo in now. Oh, going down the next side. Big appeal from this time animated Shehzad.
But you were waiting for that. There were 3 appeals in one there. But the ball clearly going down the leg stump. No chance. And there you go. 1, 2 and 3 from Shehzad.
Khalifa response from the skipper, but he's come back well. Went for 11 runs in his first over. Mahmudullah Riyad continued with himself, and it has paid off. Gives the ball some air. Just a single. Just what a superlative catch that was. Struck very well. Sohan went big time into the deep, but just couldn't get enough. It was the elevation and not quite the distance, and eventually chucked it to a nicety.
I think well thought out, well planned by Mahmudullah Riyad. He's been relying on his flighted deliveries, just knowing that Sohan has just come in. Oh, that was a good one. That was the faster one, power ball. The one that goes skipped through.
Yeah, Yeah, he was playing for the turn, wasn't it? But it just got the inside part of the bat. Pretty close to that wicket. Could have gone anywhere.
Balshal is struggling now. They have to look to something special from one of these two West Indians. Big reputation. With Bravo, dangerous also with the bat. He's won some matches across the world with his batting.
Tell you what, it's a delicate balancing act. They've lost 5 wickets. After this, another 7 overs. How much of a risk do you take? Can't do very much with some tight, accurate bowling.
The end of 13 overs now, 64 for 5.
নাকি আলাউদ্দিন উইরনজাজ এক ক্যাফে খাবার হাজির 30 মিনিটে ফুড প্যান্ডা
টয়লেট শেষে লাইফ বয় হ্যান্ড ওয়াশ দিয়ে হাত ধুয়ে থাকুন সুরক্ষায় 10-এ 10
ডমিক্স টয়লেট রাখতে ফ্রেশ 100 ফ্ল্যাশ পর্যন্ত তাই ব্যবহার করুন ডমিক্স ফ্রেশ গার্ড
It's been a struggle for Fortune Borishal. 64 for 5. A lot of construction work going on. New metro rail service, the new metro station, not too far from here. Hopefully, the metro will be in operation very, very soon. It's one of the additions to the Dhaka skyline. We've had elevated expressways out of Dhaka, crossing over the Khadga Bridge, massive bridge that was, as that's head away into the deep. Couldn't quite get out of it, despairing effort, but the ball finds its way to the boundary.
They didn't time the ball too well this time, but still getting a boundary out of it. He's got the bottom part of the bat. Tantalizing chase and well tried in the end. And yes, Shamim, I'm looking forward to travel on that metro soon. A lot of development going on as I've been coming in for the last few years. A lot of changes to the city skyline. It's coming up to be a nice, cosmopolitan, thriving metropolis, I think.
Oh, it is a big metropolis, and it's getting all the ingredients. You see, have a look at the pool. There's the indoor swimming pool. There's an outdoor swimming pool. There's some other sports facilities around this. The academy is next door to the ground here. Lovely sports complex in this part of Dhaka.
They're building a new cricket ground, I hear. Another one in the city. Just outside, yes. There's a lot of sporting complexes that shows that there's true development happening.
Well, still not the big runs that's required for Fortune Borishal to post a total that's going to test Dhaka.
But projection, if they go by 8 and over, they'll get to around 120, which is not going to be enough because this wicket is going to get better. The sun has come out. It is going to dry out. So they need something special from one of these two players. Chris Gayle has been there for a long time now, 21 deliveries. Just 15 to show for it. Striker of 71. Not many times you'll see this.
Well, something's got to give here. He's just thought of that, but he placed it so very nice. This is the last moment adjustment, opening the face, but the timing was so sweet and the placement so proper that it was streaking away to the boundary.
Well, this is a different Chris Gayle we are seeing, probably because this is the number 5 Chris Gayle. He's relying on these depth shots rather than his muscle power. Probably the bowlers have been clever. There is a well thought out plan not to give Chris Gayle deliveries where he really likes them. That's why he's been forced to change his game today.
That's closer to him. It's just maybe on other occasions you'd have just flicked it over high, but content to just dab it away for a single. So Mahmoodullah Riyad has marshaled his troops very well. The bowlers have bowled pretty much according to the field positions.
very under pressure because they've lost 2 games on the trot. This was a big pressure game for them. But surprisingly, the team which has won the game, Barishan, before, has made more changes. So don't fix something that's not broken, as they say.
Waits on that one and just hammers it. And there is some cover in the deep. Well done. That's good commitment. He went streaking away to his right, covered the ground. Really, batsman maybe could have done a little better with the running.
Well, one thing which has hit me is that none of the batsmen have been really able to connect. That sweet timing, that shot that no man moves short we have seen that happens. That's not happened today. None of the batsmen have been able to time and cream the ball. The shots we have been used to seeing in this year's matches, whatever has happened so far.
Again, he's cramped for space. It's just the ease of trying to go to the offside, trying to make room on the onside. He's just not got that foot movement. 14 done, 76.
যে কোনো ক্ষতিকর জীবাণু থেকে সুরক্ষা পেতে ব্যবহার করুন সেভনিল ডিসইনফেক্ট্যান্ট স্প্রে। নতুন যুগের দূষণ ফোটালেও যায় না, তাই পিওরিন। এমন গল্প লিখে পাঠাও, শেষ 3 গল্পে তৈরি হবে ক্লোজ আপ ডিনাইন, কাছে আসার গল্প।
There's a big manual scoreboard to the left, despite the fact that it's a little bit of an error with the total. It's 76. He's gone on to that one. How far is that going? Just beyond the fielder. Hands on head for Mahmudullah, but very, very precious runs here from that of Chris Gayle.
Yeah, finally, they've got going. 2 boundaries in the last over. This is good, putting pressure on the bowler first ball. Again, that short arm pull is famous for this one. He's got the power always to clear wickets of the ground. Lucky for him that the fielder was placed a lot squarer.
Well, I think that's a mid-stumping opportunity. That is a wide. Wait and see if he was outside his crease. It'll be interesting. I just felt so. But come and have a look at that in a moment.
It was a forced step out. What a shot. This is what we are used to seeing from Chris Gayle. There's not much room. The ball was not that short. Just goes back and punches it over the bowler's head for 6.
Yeah, it's the punch. It's no extravagant movement. It's just sheer power. Just stands his ground. Easy pickings. The ball there to be hit. And he does it with utmost ease. Just thumps it away. Long and strong. Now he uses his feet. Gets a bit of inside part of the bat. Streaks away for a single.
Well, Chris Gayle has got going. Sun is out. There's a big smile on his face. And his strike rate from 70 has gone up to 118. Good signs for Barishan.
So many short pitch deliveries from Mahmudullah Riyad. I don't know if he's intentionally trying to make the batsmen go for the big shots and maybe miss out with their timing or the depth of their shots. But there have been too many of their short pitch deliveries.
Just got to bowl tight. Doesn't have to buy wickets at this point and give an opportunity to the opposition to get out of jail. And they are in jail. They were in jail. 61 for 5 after 11. Tottering.